Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. Now in this video I want to share what I purchase from the shop each day in the Legend of Mushroom. And of course, right now is the weekly reset, which is a perfect time to show you what I buy, not just every day but also once the week resets. Let's start with our main shop. Now, of course, you want to collect these daily diamonds, but also what I do every single day is that I go ahead and buy 20 clock winders, which costs exactly 700 diamonds. But the reason I buy it every day is because it's one of the best uses of diamonds, and also you do need to use 500 diamonds each day to get these 30 diamonds and also get one task done for your daily activity. Next, let's go to the family shop. And what I always do here is that I buy this guardian key every single day, which I consider very important because I like to maximize on relic rush. And you can see that 26,800 relics per key is extremely valuable. Now think of it this way. Pal rush and skill rush give you approximately 40,000 of these relic shards, and one key is giving you 26,800 relic shards. As you can imagine, these keys are very valuable, so you want to make sure that you get them every single day. And if you do that, you can expect to have a ton of these relic shards every relic rush event, and you can score extremely high in that relic rush. In addition to the relic keys, it might also be a good idea to buy the drills and the bombs for you to collect more ore, which can be helpful in the tech rush. Next, let's go to the cross-server Showdown store, and what I try to do every single week is I try to buy all the pickaxes that I can, as well as the soul essences, as well as the soul crystals. These are particularly cheap because they use the Showdown points, which are easy to get. The harder to get item is the cross-server crystal, and what I generally try to use them for, as you can already see, I've gotten all of those skills because I wanted to unlock them at least, and then after that, I generally use them to get random red soul ones so that I can re-roll some of my pink souls and hopefully get a better third stat. For those of you who don't know how to do that, I have a video specifically for that. As you can see, the third stat here is global combo, and if I get another red attack soul, I can re-roll it and hopefully get a better third stat, which might help me even further. Next, the cross-server ranked match store. And what I generally buy over here is actually in the weekly limit section. So before I got my awakening done, I made sure to buy awakening crystals until I unlocked all 6 of them and was able to become a plume monarch. And right after that, everything has been focusing on getting red soul selection 2s because this is the easiest place for you to get these red soul 2s, and these are important for you to get your pink souls. Now, after you have gotten all the pink souls, you probably don't need to continue buying these because then you can only use them for rerolls, and at that point you can consider perhaps purchasing one of the things at the top, which is much cheaper and can give you certain benefits. But for now and for the near future, I'm going to be focusing on red soul selection 2s because, well, there's still a long way to go before I get all pink souls, and perhaps after that I might go for some soul crystals and some empowerment gears and some awakening scrolls, but as I mentioned before, that's a long way to go before that. Next, let's go to the Family Brawl Battle Shop. Now what I did was essentially I got the skill that I needed the most for my class, which was Worldly Snare. And then after that, I bought a bunch of red soul ones until I got all of the red souls that I needed. And then I started unlocking other skills because of course unlocking them does give me certain stat bonuses. And of course I like to have everything unlocked. Once I unlock the last one, I might switch back to red soul selection 1s just for the rerolls and perhaps a few of the shards that I need for my particular build. Now for the Parking Wars Automat. Now there are these weekly buffs that are fairly useful. For example, you have the Bountiful Harvest, which gives you 50% extra fruit offerings from the Manor Harvest up to 30 times. This is definitely something you do want to buy. I've already bought it last week, so it's still active right now because I bought it right before reset. The other thing is a Super Miner, which actually gets you additional ore, so 50% more ore up to 50 times. Of course, that's only manual, so make sure you are doing it manually, and it's within 60 minutes. That being said, if you buy multiple of them, it does stack. So it becomes 3 hours if you buy 3 for 150 pickaxes. There's also the construction boost that gives you a boost of 60 minutes on each of your upgrades that you're getting. Let's just buy this right now. So it does help a little. There's also, of course, this one that gives you a certain amount of diamonds, skills, coins, and also some magic lamps. It's fairly cheap, so I just buy it anyway. So the mine one, you can see I have 2.5 hours, and every time I get any amount of ore, it actually is going to give me more than how much I usually get. So remember, this is 1500, well, it's 2250 now, which of course you can see is pretty cool because there aren't too many ways to get ore. So of course it's helpful to get as many as you can get. In the farm, you can see I still have this. Within 3 hours, I'm getting 50% extra fruit. So if I were to, let's say, collect this one, I would get more than what I normally get. In addition to those, I also always buy 2 sets of fertilizers each day and then 2 sets of seeds. Now I don't buy more because after that it gets fairly expensive, like 130 for 5 fertilizers and 50 for 1 seed, but the first 2 are extremely cheap, so I get them every single day. And since I still have you here, I do want you to know that you can get between 10 to 35% bonus on in-game purchases anytime you make a purchase in the Legend of Mushroom. Imagine the amount of money that you can save in the long run with these amazing bonuses. All you need to do is follow the steps that I've laid out in the video in the description below that goes through the whole process with you, including what's in it for each party, what's in it for me, how it's going to benefit you. I've laid everything out there, and I've also gone through the whole step-by-step process on how you can get these amazing bonuses. Of course, if you have any additional questions, you can reach out to me on our Discord, and I'd be happy to help you as well. Do keep in mind that we use promo codes to get these amazing bonuses. Currently, the promo code is SKYMUSH2, but that's going to expire on August 7th. Close to that date, I'll either let you all know that it's been extended further, or I'll give you a new promo code that you can start using. You can get this information on our Discord, or if you follow our YouTube channel's community section, I also post it over there. So keep an eye out so that you're using the most updated promo codes and continuing to get those bonuses. And that covers this video. I hope it was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please like the video, please subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you in the next one.